Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. Yes, indeed, a brand new day. The sun is shining. Well, I mean, there's no cloud cover, of course. The sun is shining, or we'd all be dead. And it's a new day, a good thing. So, for the Shelton, Washington weather, plague, rat, and spider report, as stated, it's going to be a sunny day. It's probably going to be a scorcher. Wonderful. Thumbs up for that. Didn't go walkies last night, so can't tell you what the plague rat report is. I didn't go. I took a shower instead, so thumbs up for that. Spider report. Spider up there in the juncture betwixt wall and ceiling. She's still doing well. I haven't really seen any others. The one down in the bathroom, no idea where she went. There's some spiders over there, and that's okay. That's good. So they're doing well. They're all being spiders. You know, if they die, they die. That happens. Life is life. Nature is red in tooth and claw. So, how about that? Past that, though, it's just a day. I mean, I both slept well and didn't sleep well. Didn't slept well. Good English. Didn't sleep well. Blisteringly hot again. But I set up another fan in my room, the one that I normally have just outside that door, and had it set up. So with two fans blowing on me, was able to sleep. But of course, woke up at about 3:30-ish, had to go to the bathroom, and then after that my gut hurt, wasn't able to sleep well, did tossing and turning, did some sleeping, but life is life. On the plus side, though, I did manage to remember. I have to brush my hair. Or comb. It is a comb after all, isn't it? I did remember some of a dream I was having. So that's actually pretty cool. For whatever reason, I stopped remembering my dreams like a long time ago. And it made me very, very sad. And then there's only been flashes here and there as I remember a bit. But primarily I don't. But I remember part last night, and it was going through a large building, and it was kind of like a school slash college slash business type thing, and so it was large and maze-like and dealing with people, and it was just odd. So thumbs up. Dreams are dreams. I'm not going to tell you what it was about because I don't know, and listening to other people's dreams is But just giving it a sort of, I was in a large school and it was just one of those exploration sort of dreams. Yeah, that I'll tell you about. So it was nice. Definitely a good thing. Now, one of the things that I've sort of wanted to talk about, well, I want to do it quick because I don't want to spend the entire time on it because I do have some other things I want to talk about. But I have been playing this other game. Came out in like 2018. It's called Outward. It's one of those difficult games. It's really super difficult, but also not at the same time. Because you have to sleep. It tracks your sleep. And it tracks your hunger, and it tracks your thirst. It tracks how hot and how cold you are. If you get hurt, it tracks how long you're going to be in pain and what happens if you're in pain. If you're wet, what the effects are of that. If you're carrying too much, you travel slowly. You can't fight that well. You grab food but don't eat it, it's rotting in your pack. You cook it, it rots slower. You gather water, you gotta boil it to make sure it's clean. And it sounds overwhelming, but you eat like once a day. You drink maybe twice a day, and then it's done. And it's a long day-night schedule. And you sleep at night. And you set yourself up for sleeping, guarding to make sure you aren't ambushed, and repairing your equipment. And when you sleep, any fatigue problems you have instantly healed up. Any health issues you have, you could just have a sliver of red. Sleep for 8 hours and boom, you're completely healed when you wake up. So it's actually pretty easy to take care of. You don't have to eat that often. You don't have to drink that often. You sleep and it takes care of that. Yeah, your stuff, it degrades over time, but when it breaks, it doesn't become useless. It's just weaker. so you can still use it. It's not one of those games where bang, it's broken and then it's gone. And then again, when you sleep, you set some of your time up for repair. So you're fixing your stuff as you rest. And then the day starts and it's better. So it sounds daunting, but it's not that bad. Now, the one thing that gets really rough on it, I'm just in the first opening area. The map, it shows you the regional map. It has some things marked like town names or bandit fort names or mine names. So there's like 7 named marked areas. The rest of it is just landscape. And it doesn't show you on the map where you are. So you have to learn the map as you run around. First, I hated that. And I had to start off so many times. Now, not because I died, because again, this game wants you to play. So there's no permadeath. There's not even death for your character. If you're in a combat situation and you die, you don't die. You get taken off to a little miscellaneous dungeon off the side where you may have to quickly fight and protect yourself again. In the beginning, one of the things you can end up in is a hyena burrow. And when you wake up there, you need to grab your stuff pretty quick because there's a hyena in the cave with you. So you gotta fight the hyena. You don't grab your stuff, you get killed, you wake up in the same cave again. So it wants you to play. So you kill the hyena, grab your stuff, run out, and then see where you are. I was pretty far away from my hometown. And I was doing a fight that I shouldn't have done. It was against a guy wearing a whole bunch of armor and a big heavy shield, and he had an axe. I was lightly armored, and I was carrying a machete. It did not end well. I actually did pretty good. Almost won. But in the end, whammo with an axe. And then I woke up in a cave. There are apparently these demonic creatures called Immaculates. In that cave was an Immaculate who enjoys being happy and friendly and talking. It likes reading. So it's just in the cave reading human books and it's happy and friendly. I grabbed my stuff, left the cave, had no idea where I was. None. There are luckily a lot of landscape features. In the center of this first regional map, there's a gigantic mountain. You can usually go, ha, there it is. So when I came out of this cave, it has a compass so you can tell which direction you're pointing. I was able to look at the mountain and then figure out I'm looking to the northwest. Took me a while to figure out that means I'm down in the southeast. So I went, oh boy, oh great. Gathered up my stuff and started running. Ran to the northwest, ran to the west, and then ran to the north and just kept running until I identified the area that I had been running around in to try and memorize. And went, I know where I am. And then ran back to my home village, and my God, that felt good. It was nice being able to identify where I was and head back to safety. It was cool. So even though the map sucks that way and isn't really realistic because it has a whole bunch of stuff that a map wouldn't, especially for this sort of genre, it's very, very awesomely done. Now, when I say this genre, it is not a generic medieval type setting. It is its own setting. There is a lot of generic medieval stuff, like the buildings and all that, they look generic medieval. But a lot of the clothing, and especially the armor, has a strong Asian influence. So it doesn't look the same. It's a nice mix of generic European medieval with this Asian influence as well. And that's nice because it shows you it's its own thing. Yes, it's taking stuff that's, standard, and like lots of prefabs, but instead of just taking a large chunk of a prefab of one thing and then using it, it's here's a bit of this prefab and a bit of this prefab and a bit of this prefab. That's nice. Definitely a thumbs up. Whew. But it has a beginning of a story and the end. There's been a shipwreck, you're a survivor, but you have to pay off a debt. They have debts to bloodlines. Like something happened in your ancestors' line, so you have to pay for things so that there's no punishment on individuals, they have punishment on bloodlines. So when the game starts, you have to pay the village 150 silver in 5 days or lose your house. So you got 5 days to do that, and that's a struggle. Past that, once you do that, there are other people that have quests, but they don't show up in your quest book, so you got to remember them. And then once you do that, then 3 factions break up and spread around the land, and then the quest is you have to join one of the factions. Past that, it's up to you. It's up to you. If you want to spend the rest of the game just on that one map, okay, that's fine. It's gonna let you. So thumbs up. Also, on the cosmic horror front, when I'm just talking about cosmic horror, remember cosmic horror, you can basically oversimplify it to say, in a fictional setting, thankfully, whether it's movies or books or comic books, cosmic horror situations are just things that we can't comprehend. Doing things we don't understand, and the things that they are doing may be hurting or killing us, but it's also apparent that that's not the main point of it. And it's our attempts to deal with that. That's basically cosmic horror in a nutshell. It's like the movie with Nicolas Cage, the Color Out of Space, the adaptation of the H.P. Lovecraft from 150 years ago, the story. Or no, about 100 years back. That's cosmic horror. Something happens that these people cannot understand. There's something crash lands from outer space and it begins inhabiting a farm. It's doing things they can't comprehend. The farm is changing. The people are changing. Things are horrific and happening. But it's obvious that it's not really what's happening to the people is, yeah, if you come close to it, it's going to zap you, but it's not really doing that as the main point because it, in the movie, leaves. So everything that happened on Earth and the destruction of people's lives and people, just incidental. We didn't matter. We didn't count. It didn't even think about us. And that's cosmic horror. It's like the movie Independence Day is kind of cosmic horror, brought down on the power scale. There were creatures that we couldn't comprehend, doing things with machines that we couldn't understand for reasons of their own. Yeah, we were able to fight back, we were able to understand, we were able to do that stuff. So it was cosmic horror on a low power scale. But that's all it is. Like that movie with Natalie Portman. What was it, Annihilation, or that fairly recently came out, where there's this spot in a country where things are mixing up and getting strange and bizarre inside of there. That's cosmic horror. Something happening that we don't understand, we can't comprehend, and it doesn't care about us. Now, a large part of my cosmic horror stories are about beings that we will never be able to interact with. It's only the smaller power level things that we will ever know. But boy, I just like having that framework to chew on, because it's nice. Even if we can't see the 10,000 pages of stuff that I have so I can write this 500-page story, this is so satisfying for me to make sure that everything holds together inside this. So thumbs up on that. Oh, excuse me. Carbon dioxide from my carbonated beverage, fighting with the yogurt and the caffeine tablet that I washed down. So, it feels good. It's just, oh, I got bubbly gas that wants to escape while I'm talking. Thumbs up for that. Anyway, I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count American Sign Language, with my depression, fibro, ADHD, and more, I'm lucky I can remember anything at all. Sometimes. Getting better all the time still, but. Small QOQ, thank you. And Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Long Nose, it's a good game. Thumbs up and thank you. Confused Owl 29, hopefully I helped you out with some of the understanding today. Holland Rise Now, greatly appreciated. Direwolf Gaming, thumbs up. Russian Timing, good to see you in the comments. Elderwolf 569, I'm going to have to do that. I never think. Jason Richardson, greatly appreciated. Thank you for the link. And then we have Sol Bentley, greatly appreciated. Ryan Davies, thumbs up. Alex S. Alaya R. I know we're close, but thank you. Ramses Cabello, thank you very, very much. Arna Leokos 69. That was hard to say. Thank you very much. Bruh Moment, thumbs up. And Mika Mach 5, always good to see you in the comments. Ali Shabiri, thumbs up and thank you. We have Cosmic Horror, the best kind of horror. Thank you very much. And Chris, good to see you. Then we have HMBN28, thumbs up, sort of. And Big Frogums, good to see you in the comments. Matthias, thumbs up and thank you. And Christopher Thomas, greatly appreciated. Shivanji Pandey, I'm nowhere close, but thank you very, very much. And last but not least, Vernito Orozco, thumbs up and thank you. Each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. It is appreciated. When I'm in my depression trough, as I am right now, hopefully coming out of it soon, it's a 2-week cycle. I need all the help that I can get, and I get it from you. Thank you so very, very much. It is appreciated to no end. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. If you'd like to help me out but don't want to send money to one of those two places, I have a PayPal link down below if you could check that out. And if you wanted to help me out without sending money, I have an Amazon wishlist link that I still have to check out and make sure is up to date. But it should have things like hamster food, cat food, hamster bedding, silly things. If you could check it out, that would be very, very cool. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence. A definite thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell. Close enough. That would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Or at least until I die, which will hopefully be, at least a while. Thumbs up for that. After all, Donald Trump, the President of the United States, his brother just died. 71. Oh, that's only 14 years away from how old I am. Anyway, though, I have this video. I have another video coming up that I need to edit and render, so thumbs up for that. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend. And remember, please practice your social distancing. Please wear a mask. Please practice self-care. And of course, Black Lives Matter and justice for everyone that these maniacal, rotten cops keep killing. There are good cops, but right now in the U.S. there aren't many.